Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And off we go from SoFi. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. It's a design run for Milroe. And he gets him about 3 yards here on the game's first offensive snap.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. 2nd down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short, it's Milroe. He finds Brown right side. Defender gets there, finally takes him out, but not before he picks up 29 yards. And that's going to be a Seahawks 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Throwing on 2nd, Milroe. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a 1st down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving. Brock pounding it forwards and an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Milroe. Brought in. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Now it's Milroe. Finding Brown, back-to-back plays. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And it's
3rd down, give to Brown. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Well, running it was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Chargers have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's 1st series.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Murray to throw here on third. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Here's Kyler to throw. And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up second.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Murray. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he needed only one hand to make that grab. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Working quickly here.
16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Now Kyler. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working on 2nd down. Kyler. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Kyler throwing here. Look at that power, deep left side. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! Xavier Worthy scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Murray getting everyone set. They're going for 2 here.
The Chargers will.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Has it at the 1. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And they haul him down, but we all saw it. That looked pretty awkward, partner. This flag should be a face mask. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Going deep here for the end zone. And they are not going to get it all to begin the drive. Wanted to begin and end the series in just 1 snap, but they look to the end zone unanswered. It's 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there. The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
He finds Njoku complete. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware, but he's a viable option as well.
Things look good on the play until we saw the pull of the face mask, and that spoils the defensive effort. So now, following the penalty, here's 1st and goal. Brown has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. No low pass on 2nd down. Dump off caught by his back.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it, expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And he's in for the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Milrow now to throw. It's gone. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Seahawks 6. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. On the return, here comes Achane. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Now Murray. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Seahawks take over after returning it inside the red zone.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now, Milrow. He brings it in. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running a pistol look now. And he's going to take this in off the keeper. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Milrow. Give him 2 now in this 2nd quarter. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Chargers 8. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Achane.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at at their own 12-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Kyler looking to throw. He finds Chigakonkwo for the grab. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at 31. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 now for Kyler. And he's completed just half of his first 10 passes so far, following that last play. Back now, pressure coming. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
They snap it to Murray. That finds Pittman, complete. And this drive is going to continue. 14 yards on 4th down. They're staying out there. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. Getting close, and a hit will force him to that sideline. But not before he picked up 24. And that's going to make it first down Chargers.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Achane. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Murray. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That is the spark that they needed. 30 yards.
That's another Chargers.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first and 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Murray to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Now a second down throw for Murray. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw, third and long. Rolling left, buying some time. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's fourth down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Here's Murray. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Milroe to throw. Left side, caught by Ridley. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They get 22 out of that play, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
He held on to that for one reason and one reason alone, because he's got some kind of powerful grip strength. That was incredible to take that shot and still possess the ball.
On a quick slant, it's Njoku. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We've set it down from 37. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
On 2nd down, Milroe. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Chargers will take possession at their own 35 after they track him down on the return. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. Here, we got 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
That's completed right side. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that is good for a Chargers 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And they just get the play off. And they're going to get there for the sack. So that effort brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Murray. Makes the catch. He's down inside the 30. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA!
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Ground check. Secure the catch. Quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
They have this try now to put them in front late. And he comes through, and they've got the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Chargers 15, Seahawks 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. It's a design keeper for Milrow. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Has good room at the 35. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. A clutch moment for a massive play. 37 yards. 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Milrow. Over the middle, complete to Njoku. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. Finds a big lane. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the 1st.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line, still a couple yards short of that end zone. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 7th play in the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Short yardage run here for Brown. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
They'll try it on the ground. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th. So they stick with the hot hand, partner, and he ends up adding 2 more on top of that touchdown.
I'd say 8 points is a pretty solid try's work for him.
Right.
And as long as he's producing, seeing the gaps, getting the pads down, getting those tough yards, feed that man the ball, he won't be denied.
Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Wow, wide open here, complete. He's hit, finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And he gives LA the first.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here he is to throw. Right back to Worthy. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up first and goal. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Looking at our likely final play here. One final shot here. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal. Well, this just hasn't been the game they've wanted score-wise, Brock, and it has them as a result of that feeling like they've got to keep putting it up and taking chances here till the end.
And I'd say, Kate, right there, that was the kind of chance. When you get a one...
And with no time left, he takes this into the end zone. Down to their last breath, Brock, and now they can tie it or go for the win. I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Brock, but they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now. Do you force overtime or do you go for... And he has it in the end zone! Oh, what a perfect call! That just won them this game! So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get...